I'm 20 years old.
A good friend, a good person.
I've been living on my own for 3 years.
I work with is my stepdad.
I work in the recovery community and I just love it because I get to give back.
I'm taking care of myself.
On behalf of the Community Centers of Texas, we invite you to take just a moment to meet a few Texans that benefit from your investment in their lives. They are brothers, sisters, daughters, sons. They are moms, dads, yes, even grandparents. Whether striving for independence as a person with an intellectual disability or reaching for recovery from a serious mental illness and the substance addictions that all too often accompany it, they are the faces of your community.
I have cerebral palsy and bipolar 1. I can do a lot, but I need help with my daily needs.
The local community center provided Sandy the ability to choose her own way of life.
I have really good people come in and help me out 7 days a week. My dad doesn't have to really worry about anything. It just feels really good to be independent.
Vicky's life was in turmoil before she discovered her community center.
I'm the biggest proponent for recovery because I know what it's like at 54 to have a life. I knew what it was like to sleep in abandoned buildings too. And I knew what it was like to be on my way to jail. When I first came here, I acted out in all kinds of ways because I wanted to get my needs met in my bipolar fashion. As I got my medications and I stopped doing the substances, I started to come together as a person.
Bill lives with a mental health disorder. He used alcohol to cope with his illness and drown out his feelings. He lost hope.
I came to Kerrville to get sober, and luckily I found a pot of gold. Here, I have a caseworker. Here, I see a psychiatrist. I know that without the proper medication and without any of the groups that I have, I would probably drink again, I would probably drive again, and I would go to prison.
Brett was born with mild to moderate intellectual disabilities. He has a profound speech disorder. He knows what he wants to say, but he cannot formulate the words.
Brent's intellectual disability changed the lives of his family, especially his mother. It was difficult to know where to go for help. They found a solution through their local community center.
We're really having a great life at this point with just him having these minimal supports. He's able to be employed, he's able to participate in the community, he's able to be in 2 Special Olympic sports. He has a wonderful life with very, very minimal amounts of help.
These stories paint a picture of how community centers have made the difference, altered the course of people's lives away from high-cost institutional care, hospitalization, jail, prison, the streets, toward what matters most to all of us, the hope of family, friends, jobs, being a part, and giving back to a caring community. Community centers provide services back home in all 254 counties where local people work together to solve problems, leverage resources, help people get back on their feet, and keep families together.
I truly believe that the local government is the real form of government that works. Because of the fact that we're able to appoint the members of the authority, it allows us to make sure we have people who have a passion for the services they're providing. We come together, we see where there are holes in the services that we need to be providing, and then collectively we determine how to best fill that hole.
Lives are changed because community centers make services available for those who need them.
I think these folks, they are so focused on being a productive part. You know, they can contribute. They're so committed to the work that they can do. And we need to let people have that pride in their work and give them that opportunity to be as productive as they can be.
We would like to give everybody the opportunity to contribute to society and make a living and be family members.
In our mental health court, we just graduated 2 individuals last week, and if they had been incarcerated in the county jail, it's well over $40 a day, and you're talking about $18,000 a year for 2 people. It's expensive for the city, for the police department, for the hospitals, you know, to take care of them every step of the way if they're not included in some kind of MHMR counseling program.
With treatment and support, families are able to reconnect, relationships are restored, and meaningful work can become a reality.
I can actually say that as of today I have 6 years, 9 months, and 3 days sober, And it took my daughter up until about 3 years ago to really come around and trust me. And now, my daughter let me watch my grandson over the weekend, and let her have a weekend to herself. And before, that would have never happened.
I'm better able to manage my behaviors based on understanding my symptoms, taking my medications and knowing that whatever happens, I'm going to come through okay. I have wonderful supports. I have friends and family. I'm actually getting ready to buy a house, and that's something I thought I'd never do. I like myself today.
Each community is a little bit different. They have a different culture. I think it's important that as you address the needs of people that you recognize and realize that culture. A central area in Austin would be very difficult to dictate then how it should be spread out from Houston to Lubbock, from East Texas to El Paso.
Mental health is not a Republican issue, it's not a Democratic issue, it's not a Green Party issue, it's not an any party issue. It cuts across every income strata, every ethnic strata, every cultural strata that you can find.
I'd be cheating if I didn't paraphrase Winston Churchill and say, never have so few done so much for so many with so little assets available to them. We pay a little bit now for their efforts, and we get tremendous benefits.
Together, we make communities a better place for everyone.